I'm giving you more information about what you may discover when you're doing 4 weeks to your best life. That's if you choose to come into it, which I hope you do, because it'll blow you away. But anyway, we've all experienced this, where we will understand something that we have experienced in our lives, or we come back to it and we examine it in a new way, and you'll do a lot of that as you're going through this. But then there's a tendency that we might have to judge ourselves, like, why couldn't we see that? Why didn't I know that before? You know, it's a hindsight. We're looking back in hindsight, and they always say there's a reason that phrase was developed. Hindsight is 20/20. Yeah, because when we're looking back, we can see it more clearly now. We have greater awareness. We have more knowledge. We have more wisdom. Whatever it is, now we can look back at those things and understand it. It took me a while to get that, but let me tell you what they helped me with. There is indeed an order that exists in all things, and most times you only recognize it in hindsight. And when I got that, I thought, okay, let me figure that out. Let me see what that means. And I started working with it. And one of the things I did, I cued some of this, and this is how I created a couple of my programs, giving this away, because I thought, oh, if people could look back at their experiences and understand what had gone on through the use of hindsight, through the tool of hindsight, they're going to understand how valuable they are. They're going to understand what they've accomplished. They're going to understand what they have done. But sometimes we don't see that until we look back. However, what happens is this. You will understand this. Your brain will form certain beliefs from what you're doing over and over again. The neural pathways, your brain chemistry, it will do that. So if you form the belief that you can look back at so many experiences and say, oh, wow, that was valuable. Oh, wow, that was a good one. I didn't understand it then. I didn't know why I was doing that and what I was experiencing. But if you keep doing that, what happens over time? You stop being afraid. I want you to get that. You stop being afraid, you see, because you know that wherever you're going, it's going to be something for you to gain. There'll be something that you're going to experience, learn, develop, accumulate, put in your life, whatever it is. And so now you're developing a facility. And this is what it means when we're being consistent, which is why I thought, 30 days, 31 days, whichever one you're doing, it is that kind of consistency will start to change your brain, and you develop momentum. You see, if you think of, let's use it this way. This is a momentum in your understanding and your physical abilities and your awareness, whatever it is, it expands. If you work out, if you go to the gym, if you've lifted weights, or you've seen athletes, or maybe you can remember what you did in school. If you're lifting weight in the beginning, it might feel a little heavy. It just might feel that way. But then you start developing some strength. Now you feel, oh, that's easy. I can lift that one. And then you develop more strength. Now, oh, I can lift this next one. Now what you've done, you've changed your brain, you see, because you've told yourself that if you keep practicing this, if you keep using this, you're developing momentum, you're developing ability, you're developing strength. If you think of it in that way. You're developing the strength in terms of the way that you think, in the way that you process things. That's what you will start to uncover, and you'll start to develop this. As I said, the 4 weeks is part of your life operating instructions, the philosophy I was given. And it took me a long time to incorporate all of these and understand them. However, but because I've done that, it's going to be so much faster for you. Because I'm going to explain it. I'm going to give you details. I'm going to give you things to do. I'm going to give you tips. You will move so much faster than I ever did in my life. And that's what we're all meant to do. And you will do the same thing at some point with whatever it is that you are developing in your life. You're going to become proficient at it. You're going to give it back to other folks as well, if you decide to move into who you're supposed to be.